the menses, Charlie. The girl should do menses. You see?
Yeah, that line.
You see,
because
they've studied you ladies. I mean, when before, during, and after. As it was in the beginning, it's now and never shall be. You see, these are things, guys, we know. And it's not your fault. It's an issue of hormonal imbalance.
Sure.
So now there's a lot of estrogen levels, so your moods are affected by your hormones, and so you're a bit off. Things you shouldn't cry. Cry. Things we all be laughing. Okay. Then you're laughing over and stuff like that. It's all accepted in psychiatry. You see, majority of these things, we look at it from the perspective of neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, GABA, and all these things. They are within the brain. Now, fluctuation, when it goes high, we see behaviors like, Charlie, what's up? You be cool, Charlie, Moko. But when all calms down, we see issues like depression, retardation. You don't want to talk to anybody when you're wrong. That's how it is. That's why in our therapy, we have something we call electroconvulsive therapy, where we can actually shock you, and then these neurotransmitters will revamp again and be normalized, and it will be normal.
Okay, but you know, it's not always that you will be happy and hyper.
Yes.
There are some days that you feel like today I just want to take things slow.
You notice the person change over a period of time. So for a very long time, you're probably not seeing the person again. You're probably not hearing from the person. Like, you know, outside of this, I was telling you that if I die for 3 days, I don't think anybody would know. I might just rot in my room for 3 days because then you usually don't have people, you know, checking up on you and all of that. For me, the major part of mental disorder that bothers me a lot is checking up on people and living in a society, and it's not just in this part of our world, across board. You don't have people we are not, we call ourselves a society, but we are not we are not society. We're not there's really not a lot of connections, because then, especially in the world of social media, where everybody is just online and everybody's friend is just online and everybody makes friends online and everything is so the whole social bit has been taken from reality to digital, so everybody else is just there. And so if I don't hear from you for a while,
I see you post a picture,
I'm fine. I'm fine. And it's a very serious issue, because I remember at a point I was going through depression in my life, and I was with my parents then. My parents were next room, my brother's room was the other room, and I was in the middle, and I was crying. There are days when I have been in my room, cried throughout the night. There's been days when I've popped pills throughout the night, and these two people are in the opposite, and nobody knows what is happening to you. And it happens in a lot of homes, you know. The girl comes from school, she's indoors, she's locked herself out. Everybody thinks, oh, she's probably doing her homework or she's having her me time, and there's stuff happening to the person, and the person is not saying anything, especially in this part of our world where you can't tell your parents.
You can't even open up.
You can't.
You're depressed about what? Do you pay electricity? Do you pay water bill?
You're supposed to learn.
You're supposed to learn. Like, what are you depressed about? But like I told you, what I believe, and I'm really happy he did a differentiation between anxiety and depression. Honestly, I didn't really know the difference myself. I didn't know too. That's actually so for me, I think anxiety disorder and depression is the gap that falls between hope and expectations. So you have hope. Even the Bible says hope delayed makes your heart sick, and that's like depression on its own. You have hopes that you need to achieve A, B, C, and D, and there's an expectation that I need to achieve that. You're expecting that by this particular time I should be able to achieve all of that. In between there, as you grow close to your expectations and it is not happening, or there's no sign that it is happening, you begin to feel like a failure. You begin to feel like things are not working together for you. You begin to feel like the whole world is going to crumble on you, and that is how I believe anxiety, because then you're afraid that if I don't, recently I was sitting there, I was thinking, because I used to be very afraid that if I don't pass my SSC, I won't go to the university. And it was a big deal for me. Like, I have to go to the university. My life will be ruined. If I'm going to die if I don't go to the university. Like, and then now I'm sitting there and realize that all those things are so much in the past, and now there are new things I'm anxious about. So you know, you're hoping for that thing to happen. It's not happening, and it begins to eat in you. What's going to happen? The fear of the future, the fear of being a failure, the fear of losing, the fear, and all of those things crammed into your mind, and they begin to, you know, eat you up and eat you up and eat you up. And I think you probably move from anxiety into depression, where you just raise your hand and say, I give up. And that's the problem.
The part where you want to like complete this at this, you have milestones, you have like a set of targets to meet, and there comes social media. You see your friends you were in the same class with driving in flashy cars, going to these places, doing this, doing that. You see, it's all coming to your head, and you're like, I'm supposed to do this by now, and this girl is doing it. Even sometimes when you are even in a higher class than the person, or maybe you were performing very well than the person, and you see the person achieving greater heights than you are doing it. How do you handle those situations? Like,
you see, honestly, as a society and as individuals whom we are growing up, I mean, right from the word go, anyway, I like the way you speak. You look like you went to Wesley Girls.
Hey, no.
So we believe that for you women, when you were growing up, you were playing with dolls and stuff like that. I mean, your bone crew and stuff like that. So that womanhood attitude, but along the line, it changed because we met friends. We bought the ideas of our friends because we couldn't talk to our parents. I mean, how can you tell your father that may not girl, like I have a new girlfriend or have a new boyfriend? So right from the onset word go, we have a mixture of ideas in our minds. We don't know who we are. We don't understand our strengths, neither our weaknesses. So once there is a delay in your milestone or your target, now for example, everybody's going to university, and then your friends, Charlie, I go Monday, I go pay my fees. This person's to then go like, what is that? Then you begin to regret. If I was and then you would want to at the same level as your friends. So first of all, we don't know ourselves. Yeah, what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, so that we can live in our imagined world. So that is one thing that we face as young people, as people who are growing up, and then these things. Charlie, I know someone may just at a point in time